Hi guys, welcome back on board of the Crypto Cruise. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Cardano, ADA, what Cardano is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk, of course, some chart analysis. Before we start talking about Cardano, of course, we're going to start today's show with the Bitcoin chart, the king of all coins, with the biggest market cap. And I've told you guys that this correction that we experienced it from beginning of this month, it won't last long, and what I'm actually anticipating is to have a blow off top by the end of this year, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Actually, I'm predicting now that next week potentially Bitcoin will take out this all-time high price of around 123,000, and this can potentially boost the altcoin season. Right now we're seeing Ethereum and some of the other major coins, major crypto coins, to go significantly higher than what it is, and I've been right. So far so good. Let's see how this thing is gonna play out. Usually the weekend, as we all know, as sophisticated traders, Saturday and Sunday, there's not gonna be a lot of a big movement, but next week I'm anticipating, as I've said, Bitcoin to start hitting all-time high prices and potentially to go price of around 125, 130,000. So what I'm actually anticipating, so either we go above and start hitting all-time high prices, potentially one final shake off by the end of August, beginning of September, a significant pullback, V-shaped recovery, and a blow off top, as I've said, by November, December of this year. Or the other case scenario, which is less likely, is to basically consolidate between these prices, between 125 and 110,000, just consolidate, and potentially early next year a blow off top for Bitcoin, let's say by February, March. Let's see how this thing is going to play out, but so far so good. And I've told you guys, Bitcoin is in a raging bull market, and the rest of the traditional markets such as S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial, and all the rest, then in a significant bull market. And when we're experiencing corrections, they're actually for buying because the trajectory is on the upper side. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, I've told you guys, I see nothing but bullish momentum, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now, what's playing out. I see a huge reverse head and shoulders pattern on the weekly chart, and that's actually on the yearly chart, because the left shoulder was formed from May till November of 2021. The head, which was signaled the bottom of the bear market in June of 2022, and since March of 2024 we've been forming a huge ascending triangle pattern, which of course is a bullish structure, and we've tested this resistance line multiple times. As I said, in March of 2024 at prices of around 4,000, almost 4,100. Then we almost went there in May of 2024, and we tested it again by the end of last year, December of 2024, at price of above 4,000, 4,087. So we've been testing this resistance line for quite some time, for over a year and a half. And when everyone was expecting in December of 2024 Ethereum to actually break above, we actually collapsed. Trump introduced the tariffs, and since then we've been on an upward trend line. Right now we're seeing what I've told you we'll see right here at Ethereum when it was around 2,000. I've told you probably Ethereum in the near future will go to 4,000, and if we go above 4,200 and we break above this, as I said, over a year and a half resistance line, we turn it into support. So basically we go to 4,200 next week, we come back a little bit below 4,000, and a final shake and a final move on the upside. They can potentially last longer than what we're seeing right now, but it can last by November, December of this year. And I'm not going to be surprised if Ethereum goes first to 6,850. We just have to measure this ascending triangle pattern here. So basically from 4,000 to all the way down to almost 1,400. So that's around 6,600. So basically we can, if we, as I've said, if Ethereum goes to 4,200, we come back, we retest this resistance line and snap to 6,600. Potential correction, and I'm not gonna be surprised if by the end of the year, November, December of this year, Ethereum goes even 5 digits, 10,000 is not out of the picture. Let's see how this thing is gonna play out. But the bull market has a lot more upside momentum, especially when it comes to Ethereum and some of the layer ones. And I think Cardano is one of those coins that can practically, in my personal opinion, can outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, this doesn't mean necessarily that Cardano will outperform Ethereum or Bitcoin, right? But this is just my base case scenario. This is something that I think it's in the charts. Now we just have to look what happened the previous bull cycle in 2017. So basically from prices of around below 2 cents, in a matter of few months, ADA went above $1.30. We just have to look at the previous bull cycle in 2021, so from the bottom of the bear market, which was in March of 2020, when COVID happens, of course, the price of ADA went around 2 cents. And in the peak of the bull season in August of 2021, ADA actually went above $3, which was absolutely insane, over 100x. Am I seeing ADA go 100x right now at the time of recording? The price of ADA is around 80 cents. No, that definitely won't happen. But is it possible for ADA go 10x from here, which is around $8 to $10? Absolutely. I think this potentially can happen. But what I'd like to see is this bullish momentum to keep going, to continue. And we have to break above this resistance line. So basically, we actually managed to break above it in November of 2024. We managed in a matter of few weeks from price of around 30 cents to go all the way to $1.30. So almost 5x in a matter of few weeks. But unfortunately, we couldn't hold this previous resistance line. We couldn't turn it into support, and we broke down again. So what I'd like to see is for ADA to go actually above $1 to $1.10. Take out this local top that we formed at the end of last year at price of around $1.30 potentially. And if we take it out and we consolidate above this local top, I quickly see ADA goes to its previous all-time high at $3. If we go to that level, potentially we can consolidate for a few weeks or even a few months, and then we can test this resistance line, multi-yearly resistance line that we've tested in January of 2018 at 30, and then we tested it at its previous all-time high in August of 2021 at price of above $3. If we go and test it, and let's just say we tested it this year, by the end of this year, let's say December, ADA will go $5. But since we tested this resistance line multiple times already, the highly likelihood is to break above it. And if we go to $5 in the immediate short term, as I've said, by the end of this year, I quickly see ADA actually and Cardano actually double in price and goes to $10. Let's see how this thing is going to play out, but I think ADA has bullish momentum. Actually, the whole crypto market has a bullish momentum. The altcoin season hasn't happened yet, but actually we're in the cusp of going into that up trajectory, and some of the altcoins, especially the layer ones, in my opinion, will outperform big crypto assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now that's it for now, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's absolutely free. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon and really support my work, that would be absolutely amazing. With that subscription comes, you can basically get my 2 books for absolutely free of how to become a sophisticated trader. And not only that, but some of them, I have exclusive content with some 100x potential with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there. So it's definitely worth it, especially now when the altcoin season is about to happen. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.